Hello teachers, it's back to school time. Want to have an engaging, fun activity with your class with virtually no prep time? How about a game of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So here's the plan. Let me go through how to play this game, and then let me go through some game mechanics with you, after which I'll show you how to get it. And then I'll show you how to make a copy, and then even how to reuse it if you have multiple classes that you want to use this, or even next year. Alright? And then finally, if you want to make your own, I'll show you how to do that too. Welcome to Gamified EduTech. My name is Harris, and I'm here to help you spend less time creating highly engaging classroom activities. So that's not only fun for you and your class, but more importantly, help your students really enjoy what they are learning. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so let me show you how to play, and then a few game mechanics. Alright, and then we'll come back to this slide to go through the next steps. Alright, so here is the let me go back. Here is the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire worksheet. So it's built on top of Google Sheets, and it uses the scripts within Google Sheets so that it will allow you a richer kind of like gameplay. Alright, so there will be about 15 questions, and each question has about 4 answers here. You can definitely resize the text here if you want to. So I'll show you how to do that. So you can just select this region here, and then if you want to resize it, you can just click plus here. It'll ask you, don't show again, heads up, you're trying to edit this part, which will change accidentally. So for 5 minutes you can turn that on and then resize your text, right? So let me just resize this. There you go, make it bigger. All right, so you can see it better. All right, so there's 4 answers here. So let's say you start the game, and then the student answers let's say diary or something. If it's wrong, it's gonna be red, but if it's right, it's gonna be green, right? And then it's up to you if you want to award that point or not. If you want to award that point, there's a checkbox right beside the yellow turn or round, like $100 here, round 1. So you can click that, and you'll add the score or the amount to the bank. Likewise, if you go through this question, let's say you're done with this one, you go through the next question, it will update all of this, and then it'll show you new question and new answers as well. And then so it's 200 points. So once they answer it, the right one, maybe it will turn green, and then you can give them a point or skip the point. All right, so that's kind of like generally the rounds, how the rounds go. And of course, just like the TV show, there's like 3 lifeline here, a 50-50, and then ask a friend, and class can cast a vote. All right, so let's go to the next question, and then let's try it out. So let's say 50-50. In the traditional game, it will kind of hide 2 of the wrong answers. That's what it will do, right? So it will use the script to hide 2 of them. Just give you a few seconds. All right, so once they use the lifeline, they won't be able to use that again in the game. All right, so in this game, so these 2 are hidden, and then now they can kind of choose the answer. If they got it right, then you can give them a point. All right, so that's how it is. All right, so let's try the other one. So this other 2 lifeline, they don't really do anything, but it just it will show an X on them if they're already used as a marker for you. Okay, so just click that, and it will mark it as an X, and then you can kind of do it manually. Let them choose a friend, let the player choose a friend to answer the question, help them answer the question. And then likewise, if it's class cast a vote, you can just do that also, and it will just mark that as X. All right, so so that's how you use the lifelines. Let me see here. So if you have another class that you want to use this game with, you can definitely reset this game, or even use it next year, right? Or anytime in the school year, if you really want to play it again. So you can do is just click a reset here, and it will just reset the points, and then let you play the game again. All right, so in this template here, there's also 3 games that are included. All right, so there's multiple questions, 3 games. All right, and all the answers are of course here, and then the answer 1 is always the correct one, and then likewise, these are the ones. Oops, let me just select this one. Yeah, so those are the answer keys. All right, so those are the game mechanics, how to play the game mechanics. And then let me see, let me go back to the slides. So the next one is, okay, so how to get it. Just type in, you know, I want the template in the comments below, and then I will send it to you. You know, this will really help, you know, the algorithm to show this to more teachers similar to you. All right, so let's go to the next one. So how do you make a copy, you know, of this? So when you get this template, it will show you something like this. All right, so it will show you something like this. Let me just resize this a little bit for you. So yeah, so you will get a link that will show you something like this, a template, a Google Sheets template, and you just click use template there. Once you do that, it will make a copy for you. You can actually make several copies for yourself, you know, however many you want, you can. So once you do that, all right, let's just give it a few moments here, trying to make a copy for your Google account. All right, so yeah, so this is your copy, and you can resize this if you want to. Yeah, so that's how you make a copy. All right, and how to reuse this. Oh, I actually already talked about that. So the next one is, let's go back to the slide here. All right, next is, how about if you want to make your own? All right, so let me show you how you can make your own. All right, to make your own, you know, after you make a template, you will see something like document add-ons, right? So this is how you will create your own. It says Jeopardy here. I'll get that updated soon, but you can kind of use this here to create Jeopardy challenges or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you know. But if you don't have that installed, it will say install here. All right, so let me show you another screen exactly on what you will see. All right, if you don't have the classroom challenge you know, document add-ons installed, you will see something like this. It will show you add to sheets here, so you can click this to install it to your Google Sheets. All right, so let me show you how that works. It will, yeah, pop up this, and then you can install this, or you can go to this location, workspace.google.com marketplace. All right, so you go here. So once you come to this site, this is a Google Workspace Marketplace, and then you go in and say Classroom Challenge Game. There you go, and then you can install here. You click install here, or you can just open that up and click install. So it'll be the same as this one here. All right, so let me install that, and then it will ask you for, you know, for a quick kind of like scope security validation. All right, so if you click this, you need to make sure you continue and allow your user to access. All right, so now once that is done, you will create a Google Sheets. All right, Google Sheet, new. All right, create a new Google Sheets. All right, and then it will show up here. Classroom challenge. You know, sometimes it will just show help. If it does only show help here, make sure to refresh your Google Sheets. All right, so once you refresh that, you know, the menu should show up. All right, so let's create the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. All right, so this will launch a sidebar here so that you can create. All right, so now you can actually use the AI to create your questions or answers. So let's just say we want to do a President's Day topic. President's Day topic, maybe for 5th graders. All right? So you just create Q&A with AI, and then just give it a few moments. Yeah. So now it's generating. So it will create answers with AI, and then it will create correct answers on the first column, and then the rest will be wrong answers. So it's generating in the background here. Alright, so your AI is done, and then you can close this. Once this is done, you can kind of look at the questions if you're good with it, or you can update them if you want. If you're good with them, you can do the generate board. Alright, so let's give it a try. Sometimes it's kind of slow, but pop-up will show up and then it will create it for you. So if you want to create, there's also a subscription for this. But for now, let me just show you how to use it. Alright, so it should show there. So here it is. It has a URL here that you can click. And then here you go, your own worksheet. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see here. Alright, so again, if you want to get this template, this back to school version of this, be sure to comment below, and then after about a week or so, I'll pin the link on where you can get this particular template. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you like the video. If you can, please hit the like button and subscribe, so that you'll be able to see similar classroom games videos that hopefully increases student engagement and retention of their lessons. All right, thank you. Have a good day. Bye now.